Welcome to Dodger Stadium. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Julio Urias. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year. And I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
In the air, out towards left center. Martinez makes the grab. One pitch and one out. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
The pitch. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. And here it comes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This to third, can't glove it cleanly. And he'll be safe at first. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 2 for 8 in the series so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Rojas, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next one misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Man at first, Christian Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And there's a foul ball. Bounce to the right. To second, Rojas. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark. And today on the hill, Drey Jameson. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. And the pitch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. And the right-hander deals. This one in the air center field. Fletcher makes the catch. And there's one down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
David Peralta, batting with one down, takes a strike. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Chris, when you watch Freddie Freeman hit, the ability to make contact and slug, he's kind of the ultimate player for the modern game. Next offering in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, his ability to drive the ball to left center field, that's when you always know Freddie Freeman is dialed in. When he's hitting hard line drives over the shortstop's head or short hopping the wall of left center, you better look out.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Double play ball to second. They get one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score.
Many years ago we saw this possibility, but we didn't have a way.
Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's Evan Longoria's turn.
Third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
Urias back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Pitch misses, and 1-1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Next offering is in for a strike. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And he deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. That's to third, and that's just foul. One and two here. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw goes to second. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief.
Well, it was a good, clean throw to second base, but the problem was there wasn't a play there. Can't give him a hit for that. It's got to be an error.
Feed to second, that's one. How about that double play?
The designated hitter, Emmanuel Rivera.
Now up next for Arizona, Emmanuel Rivera. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. And that's in there for strike one. No score here in the second. Next pitch inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Let's go. I'm on that west side, baby. You should already know that. Top of the game with an ounce of that back. Riding through the city in a magic throwback.
Bottom of the second. Here come the Dodgers. No score. Now it's Mookie Betts. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate you know you've committed and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
A wind to kick the pitch. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. That's a laser base hit. And he's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Thompson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. This one smoked out to left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The relay throw. Close play, but in there.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Here is J.D. Martinez. Hammered on the line, base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
1 down. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Vargas. And that one fouled off. Yo 1. And a base hit up the middle. In to score is the runner from third. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So first and second with 1 man gone, Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Good eye right there.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two-0. Ripped to first. Caught.
Now batting, a shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So the lineup flips over. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me catapult to the top since 9-8. Had the baddest flow looking.
Welcome back, and here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher, number 14.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a pitch. Moreno checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. The pitch.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And a pitch. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Ground ball to the right side, and it gets by him.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And that one fouled off. Snap throw to first. Moreno back in standing. Next pitch is popped up. Vargas makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. Urias, a 6-foot lefty, 225 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. Bounce to third. Oh, great stop. The throw, Muncy tossed to second, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Here's Josh Rojas. Reached on an infield single his first time. They say it went.
Players from Mexico City to Baja California have been in the league going back to the 30s. Mexico has been represented every decade for nearly 100 years now and has a strong history in MLB.
Next offering is in for a strike. McCarthy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 0-2 gets a piece and stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits, swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. One left for Arizona. They trail it here 2-0.
1-2-1-2. You know how it goes. 1-1-2-1-2. That was the zip code. December 27 was the birth of Canada, the Met fan, born in the home.
Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the third. David Peralta at the plate. Jameson back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The first baseman, number 5.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He hit into a double play his first time up. One of the things you don't think about with Freddie Freeman, he's really good defensively picking over there, but he's got a very good throwing arm. In high school, he could throw 95 plus from the mound. 1-0 to Freddie Freeman. In the air, out to center. Fletcher makes the grab. Out number 2.
Now that's the right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. One of the things that's amazing, his first full season in 2012 with Lowell, he did not hit a single home run. And when I asked him about it, he said, oh no, it was worse than that. I didn't hit a ball that hit the fence on the fly the entire year. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. As we go to the top of the 4th, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And a pitch. Bloop behind second, makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. And a strike. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Takes it in for the out.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. First offering, and it just misses. And now the lefty. Base knock right field.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here is Emmanuel Rivera. First and second, 2 down. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here, just to remind him, focus on the hitter, don't worry about anything else.
Line drive and a base hit. Here comes the runner. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and they trail by 1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Moreno, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
my mind every time I try my soul to sing. There's a river in a valley headed to.
Back here in LA, bottom four. Now it's the DH, Trace Thompson. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these guys are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And now 2-2. Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. The batter now will be Will Smith. To the right side. And they get the out on Smith. And now J.D. Martinez singled and drove in a run his first time through. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One cool note on J.D. Martinez, he is the most recent player to hit 4 homers in a game. Only 18 guys have done it in big league history. Here's a 1-1. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Chopped left side. Longoria picks it up. Whips it to first. And Martinez is out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back at the plate. Dominic Fletcher. And the pitch. Inside, just missed. That one fouled off. Bounced up the middle. In there, he's safe.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
McCarthy up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Next pitch is popped up. Muncy makes the catch. And there's one down. Josh Rojas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and great jump. The 0-1. And ball 1.
1-0.
And now 2-1. Fletcher, the runner at second with 1 away. Next pitch misses. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. 3-2 now. A laser to left base hit. Heading for the plate. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. We are tied at 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out. Runner at second. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. will hit next. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. Man at second. And that's ripped for a base hit. Coming home. He scores. It's 3-2.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Still only one out here in the inning. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
The pitch. Brings it in. Tagging at first, he breaks for second.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
Evan Longoria, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Looked like it was a little bit up. Out towards right center field. Betts on the move. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 2 runs. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Miguel Vargas. Right-hander back to work. Ripped into left for a base hit. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Max Muncy. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. That's back there. Turning and looking, and it's gone. Max Muncy leaves the yard, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 4-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that ball.
Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Miguel Rojas. That one down the line, and foul ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So digging in, David Peralta.
Trying to make it legal, do it right. Trying to feel the darkness with the light.
Liner caught at second. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that one wrapped foul. Oh, 2 now. Ripped into right center. Base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Here's Mookie now. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And first offering is fouled off.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So a good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Activity in the bullpen. Miguel Castro up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Sulcer warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Top 6. Here's Ketel Marte.
The second baseman.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yency Almonte.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
I'm literally teaching children this art rap. Sensei, sensing all the sentences a better way. Your boy's back at it. Your boy's back at it. Y'all shouldn't get it. Nas got mad, especially when he rhymes like that and writes like mad and stubborn, kinda like my dad. You're surprised I rap, getting hurt right. Only nice guys last, cause who else is nice and actually nice like that? Somebody said that I rhyme like cats. I said that you all's gonna rap and say what I can, how I can in the song. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Years from now when I'm gone, you know what I'm saying? It was me all along.
Yeah. I really hope you listen.
And a pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
0-1.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Right-handed reliever. Just missed.
2-1.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Next pitch is inside, and now it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Emmanuel Rivera stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Rivera measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Next pitch is popped up. Freeman under it and puts the squeeze on that. 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno, right side. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. They still trail it here 4-3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Miguel Castro. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Trace Thompson. Castro, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it's gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they add a run. It's 5-3.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the left shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's a base hit.
Wastes no time there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
JD Martinez stands in. First pitch, not close. Martinez, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. The next offering misses. Now 2-0. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Kyle Nelson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Smith gets his lead at first with nobody out. And it is 2-1. Fought off foul. Righty delivers. Line drive caught. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas. And a foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 7-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Zach Davies takes over on the mound. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. And now it's Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. The wind of the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Left-hand batter waits. Muncy hits one in the air. Fletcher settles under it. Drops into the glove. 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the batting order turns over. And next for LA, Miguel Rojas. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Righty to the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt on the run. Sends it over to first. That's out number 3. But the long ball was working. Top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Almonte back to work. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And here it comes. Now one missed.
1 strike.
Kicks and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. And out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. And now the right fielder, Jake McCarthy. First offering misses the mark.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next offering is in the dirt. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. One down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Josh Rojas getting ready to hit for the 4th time tonight. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Now batting, the left.
Here's Gurriel.
Gurriel.
And the first offering is not close. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Freeman tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Third out, but the Diamondbacks do get one back with a homer. It's now 7-4. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now the center fielder, David Peralta. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss. And he deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 3. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. Freddie Freeman pops one out of here. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Bases empty, one away. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
On the ground to third. And Betts is gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Next offering way upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Now a screamer into the outfield. Gurriel makes the catch, and that'll do it. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 8-4. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the eighth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. The pitch. And that one pulled foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Stepping in, Evan Longoria. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. First pitch just misses.
Counts 1-0.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Check swing. Went around. That is strike two. And that just misses. Next pitch is popped up. Freeman towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Two outs, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Just off the inside edge. Next one is off the plate. 3-1 now. And that's through there for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Cole Sulser.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
JD Martinez stands in. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Not close with that one, but he gets him to go after it. Oh, 0-2 now. And now 1-2. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Kyle Nelson up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Smith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Tapped softly on the ground. Rojas over to second for one. To Walker, and that's 2.
Now back, second baseman.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Vargas. He's already homered here in this one.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
On the ground to the left, and it gets by him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. In the air to left center. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Emmanuel Rivera.
Emmanuel Rivera.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Bickford. This is his first appearance of the season. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Bickford, the tall righty, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. The pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Peralta settles underneath it, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 14,
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-handed reliever. And foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next offering is fouled back. Left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
He's 2 outs away. Dominic Fletcher stands in now for the Diamondbacks. In there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. Moreno over at second, 1 down. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
McCarthy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And now it's even up. And the righty deals. And there's a ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Runner leads away at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Next one just misses, and it's 3-2. And a pitch. Swing and a ball lifted to center field, and that is the ball game.
These guys had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 8 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight.